Brett has just arrived home after a few months of being away. When Brett arrives in his hometown, it's unusually void of everyone. The town has a very eerie feel to it. It's like a ghost town here. "Where is everybody?" Brett says with a slight worry in his voice. An idea pops into Brett's head. Maybe everyone just went on vacation. No, that's dumb. No, that's dumb. When does a whole town just go on vacation? When Brett finishes thinking, he makes his way to his home in a cozy roundabout. "Looks like a hurricane ran through this place," Brett says with slight concern in his voice. Brett bangs on the front door and yells, "Hello? Anyone home?" Damn, the front door is locked. Making his way around to the back door, a horrid smell seeps from under it. So bad it almost makes Brett throw up. Oh God! Brett, not being the strongest person, tries to kick the door in. The worry starts to set in, so Brett gives one last kick to the old metal doorknob. The door swung wide open, and the smell that was seeping from under the door makes Brett throw up anything he might have eaten today. No, this isn't real. Brett's eyes look upon a scene he never really imagined would come true. His younger brother, only 16 years of age, eating his mom. "Juan, no, what the fuck?" Realizing what is happening, Brett regrets yelling. Juan turned his head slowly towards me. Juan stands up and starts hobbling towards Brett. "I don't want to do this. Please." There is no response from Juan. Juan keeps hobbling towards Brett. When finally he lunges at me, I tuck out of the way and roll to the left of me. Brett looks up and reaches into the drawer above his head and pulls out the old rusted chef's knife. Realizing what he has to do, Brett says, "I'm sorry, Juan." As Juan lunges one more time towards Brett, he slides out of the way and Juan slams his head into the kitchen counter. Juan, not fazed, turns to bite Brett. Brett shifts his weight and forces the knife into Juan's head. Brett just had to kill his 16-year-old brother. "I'm sorry, Juan. I know what's happening. I just hoped you guys wouldn't have to deal with this." Brett then walks over to his mother to check on her. "Mom, I didn't make it in time. I love you." Brett sits in the quiet of his home for a few minutes. He hears a noise coming from a small closet in the hallway. "Hello, I have a knife and I will use it. Come on out." The door to a small closet in the hallway opens up. Brett stands ready for another fight and prepares. Instead, out comes a pit bull and his youngest brother. Brett drops to his knees in joy. "Oh my God, thank gosh you're alive," Brett says, immensely happy. His dog doesn't seem to know what happened. She's just happy to see him. His 7-year-old red-nosed Pit greets him with love. His 13-year-old brother looks behind him to see their mom. A bloody, mangled mess on the floor of the living room. "Don't look, Josh. Please don't look," Brett says, saddened. Josh says in the saddest voice, "She said she could handle it." Brett reaches over and pulls his brother in for a hug. "It's not your fault. She did what she loved doing. Trying to protect us. I could have helped," said Josh. "What would that do? You'd be dead too," Brett said with a bit of anger. "Come on, Josh, get the leash and pack a bag. We can't stay here." Both brothers stand up and decide to start looking for things to pack for road. Brett starts to remember his mom had started packing apocalypse bags that could help in this situation. They're meant to last for a week without having to scavenge. Brett goes to pick me up. "Thanks, Mom. You're looking after us even after you're gone." They finish packing. It's already late. "Should we stay inside till tomorrow?" says Josh. "Yeah, that's probably the best idea. I'll bring the bodies outside. They don't deserve to rot in here." By the time Brett finishes burying them, it's dark outside. "We'll sleep in Mom's room. The bed is big enough for me, you, and Chewy. We'll leave early in the morning." Brett looks around for a bit and found his old baseball bat. Nice silk black color with the words Louisville Slugger written in big white letters on it. "That's always been my weapon of choice for this," says Brett. "Yeah, I know, even though that one is my bat," says Josh. "Who'll use it better though?" Brett says, confident in his question. Josh sighs and says, The morning shines through the window. And we finally decide to make our way out of the house with 3 bags and a couple of household items that can help us in what we can only assume is a zombie apocalypse. This is a journey Brett says he was prepared for, but face to face with this as reality, can he protect his little brother and dog as well as himself? This is finally it. We're in the apocalypse. Are you ready for this? Says Josh, slightly worried. Are you? Nope, Joshua says confidently.